Hello again, this is Michael Arcade. Today we're going to be playing another homebrew game called From Below for the NES. This came out a few years ago, I think in 2020, if I remember correctly. From the looks of it, you see like a castle and you see krakens and everything. You would think it would be an action game, but it's actually not. Um, it is actually a puzzle game. If you're familiar with Tetris, it's basically Tetris with a twist. Um, you basically play Tetris, and there is a kraken that will periodically push blocks up. So you kind of have to change your strategy on the fly. It's pretty neat. When you hit start, you can choose what level you want to start on. We'll start at level 0. There's a few different modes. There's a classic mode, which is your basic Tetris. There's no gimmicks there. You have a timed mode, which the Kraken will push blocks up. I believe it's every 10 seconds. And then you have fixed mode, which every time a block drops, the Kraken will also push a block up as well. We'll do the timed mode. That's actually a little bit harder because he pushes up a block every 10 seconds. Music, sound, we'll keep all that on. So let's get started. And you see your Kraken down here, and you see his tentacle here. And every 10 seconds, his tentacle is going to move, regardless of where your block is at the time. See, he just moved up a little bit. And as it wiggles a little more, that signifies that's going to start moving here in a moment. And you'll see it push blocks up a little bit. So you kind of have to change your strategy as you play. Kind of a unique twist on Tetris. Now, if you clear a line that has a tentacle in it, that will force the tentacle to go back down. And then about 10 seconds later, it will start to maneuver again. Got some pretty good music too for an NES game. But yeah, basically it's like Tetris with a twist. So if you're a big fan of Tetris and you want just a different challenge, I highly recommend this. Really not much to say about this other than just Tetris with a twist, really. Just kind of fun if you're into Tetris type games. You'll probably love this. Now, if you're interested in trying this game out, you can find it on a homebrew website. There's a homebrew website called itch.io that has a lot of homebrew games on there. A lot of games are free on there. Some you have to pay for. But there are a lot of free games. This was one of the free games. There's also a Game Boy version of From Below called From Below Pocket. which is basically the same thing, except this Game Boy. But you get the gist of this right here. I'm actually going to go ahead and get a game over here. That way I can show you the fixed version. We're going to go back to the menu screen. We're going to go to fixed mode. That way I can show you the differences. And in fixed mode, every time your block drops and hits the ground, then the Kraken's tentacle will also move. So in this mode, he's going to move his tentacle a little faster. But you also know when it's going to move too. So there's pros and cons as to which mode you play. And you kind of have to change your strategy based on whichever mode you're playing. And it's only going to, his tentacle is only going to move up so far, and then it'll drop back down. So it's not going to push it all the way up to the top, at least. So there's that. So yeah, this is From Below. You can find it on itch.io, along with several other games too. I visit that website often to try out a bunch of homebrew games. Like I said, some are free, some you have to pay for. Sometimes they're demos too. So you may not be, if you do download something from there, it may not be the full game. It could just be a demo. So yeah, this game's a lot of fun if you're a big fan of Tetris. But figured I'd go ahead and showcase it here because it's one of my favorites. And to be honest, I looked on YouTube before making this video, and I did not see anyone making any videos about it. I saw a couple of gameplay videos, but it was just no one talking about it, which I thought was it's really an underrated game, I think. So yeah, Tetris with a twist. And sometimes if he pushes up in a blank spot, he's going to create a line right there. So he's going to drop his own tentacle back down. You'll find little strategies as you go. Sometimes it helps you out too, because I have a little airspace right there. So he's going to push up and fill up that airspace for me, which he's kind of helping me out at the moment. So like I said, just got to change your strategy on the fly, which is kind of neat with Tetris. Because usually with Tetris, you're deciding what piece you're going to put where well in advance. Here, you kind of can't do that. You can kind of plan a little bit, but not always, because see, now he's going to push up on there. So yeah, that's From Below. Pretty fun homebrew game if you like Tetris. All right, this is Michael Arcade signing out. Have a good one. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Hey, I'm jumping in at the very end to let you know I just launched a website. You can go check it out at michaelarcade.com.